Hey friendos, let us await that change of heart, eh? I don't need to worry about the plant again for the rest of the game, so methinks that... Let's see. What skills do I need to work on? Because again, evening time, worky skilly time. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I can go downstairs. Can I go outside, though?
Hey!
I didn't think so. Alright, so, yeah, that's right. This was just after Okumura, right? What you got to see? You look satisfied. Some good happened? Yep, nothing goes your way in life. Look at your head and you'll get the rug pulled out from under you. Or you could, like, not really expect either or and you'll be fine. And you'll be able to celebrate the good times without deciding that everything's gonna go horribly. Like, honestly, a lot of people think you should prepare for the worst. I think that just invites you to be paranoid. And that humans are adaptable enough to be able to not have to prepare for the worst. I don't know. It really has worked for me so far. Granted, I'm only 26, and you might say that... In fact, a lot of people would probably look at my life and say that I had a very easy life, and that's probably why I think like that. Maybe. But at the same time, I don't know. I feel like I see a lot of unnecessary fear and a lot of unnecessary... negativity in people because of paranoia and things like this. Things like what he just said right there. Things do sometimes go your way.
Let's do it.
And deciding that nothing goes your way is just this bleak, horrible thing. Yes, a lot of times things don't go your way, but to say nothing does? Especially because a lot of times, if you don't expect a lot out of life to begin with, you don't really feel like things need to go flawlessly and... Anyway, hold on, let me rephrase that. I think my biggest issue with that statement right there is the fact that in my experience, life going right for me is stuff like, hey, I get to play some Persona 5 and record it for a while. I'm not kidding, I love doing this so much. Or small things, you know? Small things stacked up, and sometimes people do awesome things for you, and sometimes... you know, you succeed in things. Like, to say nothing goes well in life, that just feels like negativity. It just feels like you're setting yourself up to feel awful. Like, I feel sorry for Sotaro thinking like that, and everyone that thinks like that, which is clearly a lot of people. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna think.
Hey!
Thank you, Durgan. Yeah, and, yeah, like, at this point, the more I think about it, this is a good substitute for checking my skills in my menu, because... I know for a fact that my skills are all 4 except for the ones that are going to say that they're maxed here. So, I just want to get them all to max at this point. Somewhat close to knowledge. Somewhat close to proficiency. Pretty far from guts. Okay, so, knowledge and proficiency. Let's go study. It's also raining, so I'm going to get a bonus from studying. Oh, never mind. That's right. Yeah, I can study here, though.
Now listen.
What do you want to do?
I was gonna study at the diner, but,
Make sure your clothes up.
Alrighty. Norwich, come to the Durgan.
Wow!
It's quiet today. Maybe it's the weather. At least you'll be able to focus on your studies. Yes, indeed, Morgana. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. You're making some good progress. I can see the wisdom in your eyes behind those glasses, so I thank you, Morgana. Yeah. But man, oh man, you were in the zone. Your pen hardly stopped moving. And an extra bonus knowledge point, so yeah. Studying on rainy days is always smarter.
Well then.
Tire yourself out if you keep it up for too long. You should stop and get some sleepy, some shit timing. And yep, we just completed a palace, so of course it's Velvet Room time. Let's go.
Huh. Looks like we made a great miscalculation, inmate. Contrary to our assumptions, it seems you have turned out to be quite promising.
Why, thanks, I guess.
Your powers continue to grow, as do the relationships you hold with your contractors. It seems the rehabilitation is proceeding at a fine rate.
At this point, I don't think he knows what to say anymore. I wouldn't.
Allow me to warn you on one matter.
Oh boy.
Being at the peak may mean you are mere moments from your downfall.
Oof, yep. Yeah, I remember it now. This is right when things are about to go, oh boy, for us.
Unexpected situations are necessary in a game, after all.
If you really think about it, these statements involving a game. I know they're in universe, and he's not intending them to literally be fourth wall breaking, but it is if you think about it. Because yeah, in an RPG like this, you kind of need narrative situations like this, you know. And like, you know, okay, so this is probably what Sojiro meant. You know, stuff like this is probably what Sojiro meant when he said that nothing goes your way in life. If you let it get to your head, blah, 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 blah. Like, saying nothing goes your way is just so untrue in a skewed negative way, and that's a dangerous way of thinking. That's all I really meant about that, you know? Anyway. Like, it's better to say things don't always go your way. Saying things never go your way is just, it's just setting yourself up for negativity, because I absolutely can tell you that things have gone my way sometimes. In fact, I'm pretty sure we all could. It's just that we're stuck in this idea. It's just so many people seem stuck in this idea that it never goes your way.
Dream again. What the hell? I'm human. I have to be. There's no way I was born like that. I won't let myself get worked up over some dream. I'm sure everything will be clear if we can get to the depths of mementos.
Morgana hug.
Wow!
Did you get a new perfume? It's nice. Yeah, it's a new fall fragrance. It's supposed to be mysterious, like the Phantom Thieves. Jesus Christ, we're freaking everywhere. But we're about to not be. I thought I'd wear it to show my support while they're out there taking down an evil corporation. A show of support, huh? I could post a photo online of all the fan merch I've amassed. Maybe they'll be motivated by how passionate their fans are. Da cute. I can certainly tell you Ryuji is motivated by that. I don't know as much. Probably not as much as. Probably more than everyone else, though.
Well then.
And now we wait, like usual. It's not as just slack off, we should still use our time wisely. Indeedio. What's on the blackboard? It looks like everyone's drawing the Okumura success with the projected one, because, well, that's not public yet. When it goes public, though, oh boy. Won't quite be what we're hoping and expecting. It will be at first, but then, oh boy. People clearly want us to take care of Okumura. Don't you feel the weight of their expectations? Oh yeah. It's been really drilled in, the weight of their expectations over this arc. And also it started building, like, I don't know, I think as early as 2 palaces ago, or at least the last one. The resident of Okumura Foods has a daughter who goes to Yushin. Did you know that? Yeah, I knew, but don't say stuff like that out loud. It's sure shocking though. It's all connected to our school again. That's true. It all does go back to this school, except for Madarame. Except for, well, I mean, I don't know how many people know about it, but the fact that we hang out with Yusuke, that's really the only connection of Madarame to this school that there is. Because we go to this school, but, yeah. But I guess she's kinda right in that case, but for all the other cases, yeah. Oh no, except for Futaba. That doesn't really connect to this school at all, except she's also a different case, where they thought that what they did was they changed Medjed's heart or whatever, but no, Futaba just hacked the butt out of them. So that was a different thing. And as far as anyone else but us knows, Futaba probably, I mean, they don't know who Futaba is. They might have heard Alibaba though. Anyway, so depressing. Our principal died while we were out on a school trip. Oof, something like this. Is there anything that'd pick up my mood? Well, how about the fact that Kopayakawa was a piece of shit? It's a good thing he's gone. Like, okay, so I feel like I should have more sympathy than that, but like, there's characters that games really drill in to try to make you hate, and they really succeeded with Miyu Kobayakawa. So it's hard to care when I know this is a video game, you know, and sometimes expressing these kinds of emotions in a game setting, I feel like it makes it a little easier to not do that in real life so much. I don't know. So, I think it's honestly a good thing to have those sorts of sentiments about game characters. It's like you're releasing that energy in a place that's not really affected awfully by it, you know? You're not really affecting people negatively. I'd say the refresh aroma sold in Shibuya's underground mall should do the trick. It should cast away any kind of negative mood in an instant. So it's a kind of aromatherapy, huh? That sounds about perfect for me right now. Oh, hey, yep, Maruki. Oof. I definitely do want to have an important conversation with Makoto right now, but... What does she say about that? Something important I need to talk to you about. Are you free now? I have many things to tell you. I want to go about myself and other things as well. As roll meat, I prefer to be... Yeah, see... God, no, yeah. As much as I really want to Maruki it up, I really want to max him. No, this is too sentimentally important to him. This is his girlfriend, you know? And it's like, this is very clearly setting it up. Yeah. Oops. Aww. Hang out with Makoto, and if I were you, Morgana, I would be far away from that place unless you want to hear things that you will never unhear, and possibly see things you will never unsee. Well, okay, let's be honest here. Like, it's not explicit that we end up having sex with her. In fact, Makoto's so reserved, I highly doubt we do. That she's gonna let us go that far. Or that I don't even know if Joker would really want to go that far. I'd say my Joker is less of a horny bastard than I am, so... Hell, I don't think he is one at all, I'd say. So yeah, I'd say we're not actually gonna have sex here, but it seems implied that that's a possibility. It's probably just more like cuddling and stuff. But anyway, I have to meet up with, I have to do this. Thank you. However soon if that's okay with you, dear. Please wait for me there. I'll Makoto head. Yeah, Maruki's available, but he should hopefully be available, you know, much more during this. Like, I'm gonna try to really hammer him out during this. Let's hope so. Yay!
I think she knew it deep within her heart. And seeing him like that finally helped her realize.
Your slap worked wonders.
You're still not gonna let me forget that, Well, I'm glad she didn't get into any danger. Oh, and she told me she quit her job. Right now, she doesn't know what she wants to do, but she's going to go to college and figure things out. So in the end, Eiko's going to start seriously focusing on her studies again. I plan on doing the same as well.
Of course you do, Makoto. Stressing over exams?
No, that's not it. This time, I'm not seeking anyone's praise. And I'm not trying to show off my intelligence.
Yeah, a lot of times the same endeavor can have a different energy to it that just changes the outcome and changes how it works. And, of course, having more positive and less exerty and less, like, more true to yourself reasons for doing things. And less superficial ones, generally. More ones with deeper meaning. Those tend to help things go better, you know? In general, I would say.
I simply want to fulfill my own personal goals and dreams.
I feel her. That's probably another part of the reason why I love her so much, because I really resonate with her on this. I mean, why do you think I'm doing YouTube? It's part of my goals and dreams, you know what I mean?
For now, I didn't have a clear vision of what that meant. I was lost in life.
Another reason that I really identify with this woman, man.
But thanks to you, I finally come to realize it.
Aw.
My dream is to become a police commissioner. That is why I need to study.
Why'd you choose that?
Because it's the head of police operations. I'll need an extensive academic background, though.
Well, if anyone can make sure that happens, I think it's, you know, you and your straight A's already, probably.
There are too many incidents in this country that are never brought to light. That host was one. Villains who prey on the hearts of the weak with cowardly, legally questionable methods. My father risked his life trying to catch a group of those people. I will never forgive them. But I won't be able to eradicate them all on my own. Instead, I want to head an organization that will destroy the lawless and help rescue victims.
Father would be proud.
I hope so.
Aw, she really likes that
That is the
one,
justice I aim for. I also believe it will be a continuation of my father's legacy. Honestly, it's a little strange that I found the true meaning of my studies outside of my studies.
That does tend to happen. You know, the endeavors themselves are just like, oh, you're supposed to do this because, and then usually reflection outside of what you're trying to do normally helps you figure out why you're doing what you're doing. It's a very interesting thing that I have also noticed.
Thank you for all your help.
You're welcome, Makoto! Dragonheart, the Dragonheart.
It must have been difficult babysitting the uptight Miss President, right?
No.
Just kidding. Even so, I'm glad I asked you.
Nah.
I think now I'll be able to see the world even more differently.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm sure I can. Because I have you.
Feel a strong bond with Makoto. Cute. There she be. Rank 10 level beeper. Priestess transforms persona into a mythological trickster. Yes, of course.
Alright.
High Priestess Confidant has increased to max rank. You'll now earn more XP from Arcana Burst when fusing personas of the High Priestess rank.
Alright.
You can now fuse Sibele. Sibele? Let me know, friends, if you know how to pronounce that. The most powerful persona of the High Priestess Arcana. Beautiful.
I can sense it. The power within me has grown. Now, it's been born anew.
Alright.
I really like Anat. She looks awesome.
By the way, you can rely on me for anything you need. I want us to be equals.
Yeah, and that is a good sign of a good, healthy relationship there. This is another reason why I really ship these two. And in my headcanon, they freaking get married and get old together. I don't care what maybe like I haven't gotten very far into Strikers, which, you know, is a continuation, and they don't address the romances for understandable, not angering the fan base reasons, and probably a lot of also understandable trying to keep focus on the action combat and the story reasons, but apparently there's scenes where you can hang out with your party members. You can choose a specific one to hang out with, and I'm assuming the ones with the female party members like Makoto, which, you know, the Makoto ones I will be doing them as soon as humanly possible because have romantic connotations. We'll see what I think about that and how well I think that actually continues the romance, because I'm hoping that the dialogue content there will be enough to satisfy me in that regard. I have faith that they can do it, but we'll see. We'll see when I get there.
Now then, in order to fulfill my dream, I'll need to be accepted into my first choice college. What a funny thought. Studying to become a head of police while working as a thief.
Just be careful, okay?
I will.
I know.
The objective is the same after all. Exposing the evil lurking in the dark shadows.
Indeed.
So you see...
Oh, there she goes. Oh. What's wrong?
Well, I was thinking... maybe we could study some things we don't have experience in yet.
Oh, baby.
Would that be okay?
Hell yeah.
I want to be with you.
Honestly, I think that's probably most of it right there in this
Still have some
instant.
time before night falls.
Oh, baby. Evade psi. All skill slots are currently full. Please select skill to smoke marijuana with. I don't know why I chose that. Okay. I don't know why I said that specifically, but hey. Really increased evasion from psi skills does not stick. It's master. Okay. That is very nice, because, you know, she's weak to it. Wait, hold on. Don't I already have, like, a dodge psi somewhere? No, I don't. Okay. Definitely want to keep Energy Shower and Mediarama. Actually, wait, hold on. Doesn't she have... Hey, she has Wings of Wisdom on her, doesn't she? Yeah, and I want to keep that on her, so I could just get rid of Energy Shower. Because frankly, I think I'm going to keep that on her for the entire game. We'll see, though. If not, I'll keep it on one of my party members. It's probably going to be one of the ones that I want to keep, regardless. Because it's that useful.
Back.
Ooh.
Inmate.
Oh, but... Hey, bit. Do I even want to do that very much, if at all? I really want to focus on raising my skills, and I'm not really too keen on maxing social links either, so... I want to do a max social links run, honestly, just on my New Game Plus, and just kind of maybe film myself going through some of the stuff I have not before, as kind of bonus videos whenever I get to them. That's what I'll do. Anywho, I've been getting a little odd lately. He has been cooped up in his study, and his voice lacks energy. Oof. That actually sounds quite familiar to what Madarame went through. Madarame still had to change her heart in the end. Don't worry, Haru. Is that so? Oh my baldies, I don't mean to doubt you or anything. Aw, nobody was accusing you of that. People just act a bit weird after their treasure gets stolen. It'd be hard to worry about such a sudden shift. Hard not to worry about such a sudden shift. But Futaba really is a natural conversationalist when she gets out of her shell a bit. She really is, you know? Especially because she's just so fucking smart. She's very good at adding these analytical things to people. It especially makes a lot of sense she wants to sort of calm Haru down about this, because she's also a very anxious person herself, so it makes a lot of sense that she'd want to do that. Oh, it'll be okay, Haru. Right. I feel better now after consulting with you all. Thank you.
Looks
Haru
like this Okumura case is finally going to have a happy ending.
Well, oh my god. Yeah, I probably should have seen... Did I see this coming the first time I played the game? I don't remember. But, like, whenever a character says something this, like, oh yeah, things are gonna go great, usually that means that it's not gonna happen. It's like a... It's like a cue that the opposite is gonna happen in so many stories. And I know that the opposite's gonna happen, so that stings now when I hear that line. Oh boy.
All that we have to do now is wait for his change of heart.
Yeah, it's not gonna quite be what we want it to be. Oh god. Fuck you, Akechi, so much. Oh yeah, when are you gonna ask about the paper bag at the airsoft shop? By the way, I do wonder if maybe, like, what he's doing... I don't know, Madarame went through something similar, but, like, I wonder why. Okay, so his... It's interesting. So his... Like, what's odd to me is, okay, so his shadow was killed. Why wasn't it instant? I don't know, it's... I wonder why it takes a while for them to die from this. The change of heart after treasure stolen makes a little bit more sense, but again, of course, like, that's just really just gameplay flow. Gameplay, you know, stuff, you know, the days after we do it. You know, if, of course, you didn't wait until the last minute. Well, what's funny is I do believe for size we're gonna have to wait for the last minute, but otherwise... I really do want to just work on skills, but Sojiro's available, and I know that I do believe I know that it's next rank time, and I finally have the... Let's go ahead and max him out. Probably just work on maxing him out, and also just really... Now that I have gotten Makoto to rank 10, I'm just going to barrel through Maruki now, every time he's available. If he's available, no one else matters in the afternoon. And unless it's a day off school, of course, because then he's not available. Beautiful. Yep, have Daisoji. I want to make sure I also have a counselor one, too. I will use it. Help a mate.
Alright then.
Okay, it looks like it's not quite yet, but I'm just going to work on him in evenings when I can. And then... you know, I have 4 in most things. Like, I'm absolutely going to be able to max my skills at this point, so I'm not worried about that. So yeah, every time he's available, I'll work on him until he's maxed out. Futaba, what's wrong? It's not like you to come here this late. Look, Sojiro, Uncle's bank info, transaction history. Oh my God, Futaba, you dirty minx! That sounded a lot more sexual than I meant it. You know what I mean? Futaba's a little gremlin, a little trickstery grill. How'd you get your hands on this stuff? Oh my god. Sojiro, I'm not gonna really let this happen. I don't really like that. Let's see. Huggle for Sojiro. I don't think she likes us more than him. It's just that, well, he just said something that really upset her. I mean, you can like someone a ton, and then they say something like that to you, and then, yeah, it's not great, is it? Oftentimes it hurts more if there's someone close to you, so it's not that, dude. And I want to hug him because it's very clear that Sojiro has a lot of hugely negative attitudes about life and about people and about himself, and I just wish I could help him see how to not have those same attitudes and how much better everything will be for you just because you have different attitudes. Exact same situation, but it feels much better because you're deliberately making sure that your mind is fed with better things. And I see a lot of what Sojiro's doing in my dad in real life, and that's probably why I'm so good at recognizing this. And when I see my dad like that, it really hits me, And I've been trying to talk some sense into him, but I'm starting to understand that he's one of those very stuck in his ways, stubborn old men, you know what I mean? Same with Sojiro, but I just kind of feel like even those people can probably change. It's just, oftentimes they will really not want to at that point, it seems. But I'm gonna hold out hope my dad changes, and if he doesn't, then, well, I'll accept it at some point. So, oftentimes, just the way you frame everything in life is the only difference between being able to deal with everything very well and not being able to deal with anything at all. I had to learn that the hard way because I'm an extremely sensitive person. So basically, through experiencing a pretty normal life that felt horrible to me because of the fact that I feel so deeply, I had to learn how to frame things differently. And now I'm absolutely a happy-go-lucky person. And I'd say my situation has on the surface worsened in a few ways. But it doesn't get to me. I promise it does not get to me. A lot of people do not believe me when I say things like that. I promise they're 100% true. It's all about perspective, and that's another example of that. When people don't believe me when I tell them the truth of my positive perspective, it's because I really do think that way, and I just want to help other people do so as well. And if this channel helps you do that, friends, then that'd be fucking awesome. Anyway. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. This is a very important topic to me because, again, Sojiro's like my father. And I also had to unlearn this type of negative thing in order to fucking get anywhere with life, you know what I mean? Anyway. Still delicious, though. It's because I spent more time in this cafe than I ever did trying to talk to Futaba. Oof. God damn it, Sojiro. Stop a hook. You alright? Yeah, okay. Not. Stop a hug. My mom used to talk about Sojiro tons when I was little. How good he was at making curry, how interesting he was to talk to. I remember everything. I even remember how she smiled when she talked about him. Mom really liked Sojiro. I said some real mean stuff tonight. It's not his fault Mom's incident happened. It's not his fault I shut myself away from the world. Because of me, Sojiro lost a crap ton of money. I just thought I'd be able to stay here with him if my hacking worked. You guys are one awkward duo, that's true, but telling them that is going to help this situation. That's how I would think, anyway. Let's talk to him. Yeah, you're right. Futaba, can I come in? Well, speak of the devil. Oh my god, cute. Oh, cute. Cute! Futaba's a bean. I love these two. Aw. Not gonna let you regret it. I like that. That's a good positive thing. Doc. See, here we go. But again, this is a reaction to his situation. Now things are better with Futaba, not saying all this negative stuff, but, you know, stopping yourself from saying and thinking those kinds of things, letting that stuff go before you really energetically put it out there in some way, that usually helps a lot more than a lot of people realize, to literally make everything much fucking easier to do. Make every situation much easier to deal with. Every single one. That's the main thing that has helped me be much calmer, much more able to act in the right ways, in the right situations, and, you know, all sorts of stuff like that. Yeah. Cute. Sort of living with me. Yeah, that's about right. Especially because it's only for the rest of this year, which is running out at this point. She's a nerd and I love her for that. Yeah, I feel ya, Sojiro. I'm trying to unlearn doing that so that, you know, the rest of my adult life can be a little bit less rocky than it is in that way, relationship-wise, you know? And I think I can do it. I absolutely am pretty damn positive I can do it, really. I didn't stand up for Wakago when I knew something was off, and I didn't stand up for you either. Instead, I went on about how he can fight back against the laws of our society. Yeah, see, this is what I was touching on earlier. I like how he's growing through this, actually. How you should just accept the hand you're dealt in life. But those were mere excuses I made to keep myself in line. They gave me an easy way out. The easy way out I wanted so badly. You know, maybe instead of all that coffee crap, I should have been teaching you to not make the same mistakes I did. Here I go ranting again, but I feel like I managed to put a lot behind me today.
Thanks.
See. Thanks, Hope. You're making me realize what's really important in life. Bonds with peeps and such. And
Alright.
those things, but certainly bonds with peeps and such.
I'm going home.
Alright, I better head home. I better head home too. Don't stay up too late, okay? I don't want you oversleeping. Okay, got it. I see the compassion hidden beneath Sojiro's actions. In fact, you can see that pretty early in the game, actually. Especially on a second playthrough. And I love that about his character. I feel my kindness growing. Yay! I'm kinder even though I'm already max kind. Well... It's so weird how, like, you need max kindness to do this, but you get more kindness from the max rank? What? Or from this rank? That's... You need max kindness to get here, so what's the point of giving you more kindness anyway? Hey, you good to talk? I talked to Futaba again after that. I don't know how it took me so long when we've been so close, but I finally had an honest conversation with her. How do I say this? It feels like we're a real family now, not just pretending to be one. And that's only because you helped us connect, so thanks for that. Duh! I'm truly glad. Yeah, damn it, listen to me. Even I'm getting embarrassed. How am I doing? Calling some guy up and rambling about my feelings. Hey, how about, like, you know, get out of that old-fashioned, literally toxic idea. I call up a guy friend of mine and talk about my feelings. Now, granted, I'm also bi, but that doesn't have really anything to do with that. And that's the thing a lot of people get, is people start thinking you're gay when you want to talk about your feelings. What the fuck, dude? Like, not even bi gay. I am bi. I like me some nice male ass, but I like me some female ass too, you know what I mean? I would say I like dick, but I don't really, because I'm a top. So, anyway. Random freaking stuff about my sexuality that y'all probably didn't want to know. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, but I guess you're not exactly an ordinary guy yourself. Alright, I'm hanging up while I've still got some dignity. See you tomorrow. See ya, Sojiro! You're a good friend, though. You just need to get out of a lot of those attitudes, but you're working on it, which is very good to see.
Hey!
No, we were able to grab a seat. Why don't you read some until we get there? Social-san, Narge. Narge is definitely one of the things we need to work on, so let's go ahead and get that boost from the rest of his book. In summation, it is universal, yet also a social eternity that organically interesting. Doesn't make any sense here. The author even understand what they're saying.
Oh!
I guess we understand it at least a little bit. I'm getting information overload grown. So you're getting a lot of intelligence from that. Yes, indeed. 3 pips, in fact. 3 music notes worth. Amazing. Oh, we're almost at the station. That sounds an efficient use of your time. Hacky, friend.
Hey there.
Morning, Maruki. There are a lot of students here at this hour. It's refreshing to make the work commute at a different time every now and then. Running late? You caught me. On my way to work today, I ran into these old ladies carrying some heavy luggage. 3 of them, in fact. So I was offering to help carry their things, but then my back made the sound that
I know.
make. Oh boy. Well, anyway, have you heard the news from Yoshizawa-san? I'm so happy for her. I feel like doing my best too. Yeah, of course, as I say that, I'm running late. Well, hey, we all need to switch up every now and then, so let's do our best for today, shall we? I love his attitude. I really do. He really reminds me of myself. He does. I skipped breakfast and now I'm hungry. Have you seen the totem pole at the diner in Shibuya yet? Yeah, it really is a totem pole. It's so colorful. I just love watching people try to eat it. You know those people who can eat it without falling over it? Without it falling over it? I'd never be able to do that. Eating a totem pole without it falling over? I wonder what they call the totem pole. Probably the way it looks.
Man.
What does it look like? You didn't really think about that, did you? And eating it without falling over. Okay, yeah, so that... Okay, yeah, knowledge and proficiency are what I need. They're literally all I need anymore, right? Let me make sure of that. Totem pole at the diner. Heck yeah, alright, cool. I feel like I also need guts, too, actually. Well, I'm gonna see in a second. Well, not quite a second, because there's classes first. There's at least one of these questions placed. Probably just the one, I'd imagine. Have you ever thought your phone went off, but nothing actually happened? It seems so many of us have experienced this that a term has been created for it. The English name for that particular phenomenon can be abbreviated to PVS. Would anyone like to tell me what that stands for?
I need an answer.
Mr. Dergy, let's hear it. What is this phenomenon commonly called in English? Okay, let's remember what she said together. So, PVS, referring to when you mistakenly think your phone is going off. What's the P? Phantom. Right. So it sounds phantom since you're only imagining it. Imagination. Kind of like the Phantom Thieves. They're in your imagination. We're totally not real. We're totally not here. It's totally not me. Please don't arrest me. Anyway. So next is the V part. That means it'd be phantom... what? Vagina. I'm sorry. Vibration. That's it. And your phone buzzes, that you say it's vibrating. Kind of like when a vibrator buzzes on a vagina. I'm sorry. I'm horny. So that is the last. So if we have phantom vibration so far. Do syndrome.
This is it.
Good.
Fucking syndrome. Heck. The current English term is phantom vibration syndrome, which I've heard of this before. In fact, I actually heard of it from my history teacher in high school. So this is kind of an interesting callback to my high school life. If you're anxiously waiting for someone to contact you, your brain will apparently trick you. This is an affliction that can only affect a modern society, where being connected 24/7 is commonplace. He's pretty smart. I didn't expect that. He might not be too bad.
Nice.
Oh, thank you. I'd like to think people don't think I'm too bad. You're on a roll today. Duh. I'm glad. Thank y'all. Well, yeah, I also need guts. When I was a student, I'd get all worked up waiting for my SO to call me at night. Nowadays, people complain if you don't reply to a text you just saw. Kind of obnoxious if you ask me. Oof. Think it'll ever get to a point where we'll be able to read each other's minds? Oof. I'll pass on that, thanks. Yeah, I won't want to read your mind either, Morgan. It's probably filled with dirty thoughts about On, except for, well, in my headcanon, because he's basically me, but not really, but partly me. He definitely, his mind would be full of dirty thoughts with Makoto, but maybe not as many as mine. No, probably not as many as mine. Like I said, I don't think he's as horny as I am. The president of Okumura Foods is a daughter who goes to Shujin. Did you know that? Yeah, I knew, but don't say stuff like that out loud. It's so shocking, though. I mean, it's all connected to our school again. Now that President Okumura got that calling card, what do you think it will have? What do you think will happen? So depressing how our principal. Oh yeah, hold on. I've already read all this stuff. Da 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 da. Hold on. Refresh aroma. Okay. Shibuya's Underground Mall. Okay, cool. Now, it is Wednesday, but yeah, we're gonna absolutely be practice building. Okay, he's not gonna be around here today. Rippity doodle. Okay, then what do I do? Makoto had to poke me yesterday for the bedroom scene, and I could not pass that up. I will figure it out next time.